Hi, I'm Bobby Jones. I'm from BET and the Impact Television Network, bringing you gospel music, and you are watching Gospel Awakening.
This is Gospel Awakening, a viewer-supported television show filled with motivating inspiration. Now, enjoy the show.
Good morning, everybody. It's the show you've been waiting for. My name is Terence Jenkins.
And I am Debara Jenkins-Blackwell. Good morning, America. And to my brother.
Absolutely. Always to you, my dear sister. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful and I am overly excited.
Oh, yes. But before we get into any information, let's go ahead on and do what we do. What do we do? What do we do? You looking like you don't know.
I got this.
I mean, come on now. You're a little bit slow. Get the coffee.
All right. Come on let's invite our viewers. Come on and join us. I know you have your coffee this morning, so come on and join us. Let's get in a good sip before we really tell you who we have today as our guest.
Absolutely. Dale, let me ask you a question, though. I think I got my coffee a little bit too hot. Can I slurp on tea?
No, don't even ask such a question.
I'm just saying, it's just kind of, I can't, but okay, well, maybe I can try this.
You have a spoon?
I have to. This is,
you are not going to do that.
Okay, now, so you go, all right, if I holler when we drink this coffee, don't you say nothing. You ready? America, we want you to drink this coffee with us. If I holler, just act like nothing ever even happened.
Just act like you sip it and give it time to cool down. But I've got to get a sip because we've got a great show today before we talk.
We do. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry.
He did not just do that.
I did. I'm sorry, y'all. I won't do it. It'll be cool down by the time we do the rest of the show, but I just couldn't help it. I can't burn my tongue. Tell them who we have on this show this morning.
I tell you what, our guest, when he hears about that, he's going to give you about sipping like that on TV.
Yeah, he is. He's going to get me on that one. That's going to be that's
but listen, to our beauty artists, we have a guest today. Let's talk a little bit about gospel TV. Where is it? What happened to it? It's a dying art. And you know what? I'm so happy that God has allowed us, has opened doors for us to bring back gospel TV on the air.
Yes.
And our guest we have on today, he knows all about gospel TV.
Yes, he does.
He is the man of gospel TV.
Yes, he is.
Do I need to tell them who it is?
Yeah, because who is it?
Ladies and gentlemen and children and friends, we have today Dr. Bobby Jones. BET, the Bobby Jones Gospel Show. He is with us this morning.
And we are excited about it. And I'm telling you, this is what all the excitement. That's probably why I got my coffee too hot this morning. I was just so excited about him being on the air, you know?
Yes. And you weren't paying attention to what you were doing.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all now, I'm going to be smiling all the way through the interview. So, yes, I'm going to be giddy, laughing. So, I don't care. The only people that's going to have a problem with it are the haters. Don't hate. I'm telling you, just pray for us.
But listen, we have a great show for you today. And Dr. Bobby Jones is going to share. The man is full of wisdom. He's going to share a lot of that with us on this morning.
Hey, everybody, as we take this next sip of coffee, we want you to enjoy the show, but a little bit later we're going to have the opportunity to speak with the one and only Dr. Bobby Jones. Let's take a drink.
Dr. Bobby Jones is the ambassador of gospel music indeed, but he's also the architect of gospel music's greatest outlet and cable television's longest running show.
Everybody come on. Everybody come on. When I started BET, we were only on the air for 2 hours on a Friday and Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. It started by Mr. Johnson looking for some black programming.
That would fill that part of that 2 hours, but particularly programming that had already been produced because we didn't have a budget to produce original programming.
Will I ever leave you? The answer is no.
Well, it so happens that I had a little show in the city that I was living in, and of course it was black.
When someone sent me a tape of the program and told me to take a look at it.
So get ready for some dynamic gospel music.
And so when he saw the show and somebody had told him that I was doing something, you know, with music, he came, he saw it, he liked it.
I realized at that moment that Bobby Jones was exactly what BET needed.
He's all right.
I said, Bobby, would you do this? Would you do this for me? Can I have your show on my network?
If Bobby Jones had not been there in that early days of 1980 when we went on the air, I wouldn't be sitting here as the founder of BET.
Here we are, and I'm in the midst of it all.
Bobby as a person was probably one of the most positive and men of integrity that I've ever met.
We have a responsibility, and that responsibility is to, of course, enhance the knowledge to those who don't know and inspire others who do know about Jesus Christ and the kingdom.
There is no person on this earth that I am more proud of when it comes to making gospel music look good than you. I love you and I thank you.
So many great ministries was birthed right from this TV show. One who was brave enough to take a chance on a lot of us.
This show is very important to the body of Christ. I've always wanted to be on Bobby Jones. See, we started that boy out, you know what I mean? In the good old days. Yeah.
Jacqueline.
Yeah,
Jacqueline Carr.
I call her Jacqueline.
You know, Jacqueline Carr.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome my friend, none other than Kurt Franklin.
We just can't say thank you enough, man. You are an awesome spirit.
This is my favorite song, Dr. Jones.
This one?
I love this song.
Would you sing that for me?
Stand with me.
We shall have.
To a man who has certainly paved the way for others. You have not a selfish bone in your body. You embraced all artists, even those that were up and coming. Thank you.
I just want to say on behalf of the rest of the team, production crew and staff, thank you again for a wonderful blessing to having served, and I hope to see you on the other side of more success.
Hello, Superfly. How y'all doing?
Everybody with the Bobby Jones Gospel. Well, hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait.
Dr. Jones and Bobby Jones Gospel has the #1 show on BET.
He says to me, I have a new hairdo at the time, and I had braids. And he saw me at an event in Atlanta, and he goes, that is so not you. I want you to get rid of that hairdo right away. And boy, did I get him out of my head right quickly. And so I took his advice because he's always made great suggestions for me, my life, my career as a person.
Losing him is the hardest thing I've ever been through. But Stephen L. Lyons Funeral Home is doing so much for my family I can't begin to put it into words. And because we pre-planned with Steve last year, we ensured that all of his wishes are being met. I don't have to worry about anything. My family can relax at this difficult time and celebrate his life.
Won't you give us a call today? We would be honored to provide you the trust, service, and compassion you rightfully deserve in your time of need. That is our promise here at the Stephen L. Lyons Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Bobby Jones. I'm from BET and the Impact Television Network, bringing you gospel music, and you are watching Gospel Awakening.
That's right. Dr. Bobby Jones from BET is coming to Gospel Awakening television show.
Our interview with him was so exciting that Dr. Jones had to tell me to shut my mouth.
close your mouth, boy.
You sound like my grandpa. There, boy, close your mouth.
It's going to be a show full of information, fun, and laughter, especially when he asks us,
what do you want to know about Bobby Jones that you don't know?
I tell you. What is it there, Terence?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? Okay, I got a question for you. What does it feel like to be Dr. Bobby Jones?
Is that a question? Now I'm going to open my mouth.
It's a gospel awakening show you don't want to miss, as Dr. Jones shares with us what he's up to now and just what happened to those fancy, shiny coats. Looking for the...
In my closet.
So join us 8 o'clock Sunday morning, March the 28th, 2021, as we feature our special guest from BET, Dr. Bobby Jones. See you then. He's here. He's in the house. He's in the house. I know you've been asking and wondering, but you don't have to wonder anymore because he's here. Dr. Bobby Jones. Put your hands together.
Good morning, Dr. Jones. Good morning.
Well, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Terence and Debara, here I am. Finally, you called me.
Finally.
Yeah, you had all these other people on, and you just now calling me. What's up with that?
People have been looking and searching and wondering, like, where is Dr. Bobby Jones? We have you, and oh my God, I know the people are excited to know that you are still here.
Look, and we can tell them he's on Gospel Awakening. That's where he is. But Dr. Jones, tell them the other place where they can see you.
On the Impact Television Network, currently running there and have been for the last 8 years. I was on the Impact Network at the same time that I was on BET.
Oh,
okay. Wow. And before that, I was on the Word Television Network prior to going to Impact, but at the same time on BET. So I had 3 television experiences, and then there was another one called the Gospel Network that was it was a mixture of black and white, but the other ones were all black. You know, well, that's what they were. But don't close your mouth, boy.
No, you sound like my grandpa. There, boy, close your mouth. I'm still
I am a grandfather for you. so okay, here we are. Here we are in North Carolina, right?
Yes.
Yep, you all are in. Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
what do you want to know about Bobby Jones that you don't know?
I tell you. What is it there, Terence?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? Okay, I got a question for you. What does it feel like to be Dr. Bobby Jones?
Is that a question? Now I'm going to open my mouth. How does it feel to be Terence Jenkins? That's the same way I feel.
You know, when you look back at all that you've done, I was looking at some of old clips of some things you've done. You started in 1980?
On BET.
How was that?
My television show started in 1976 in Nashville.
What was that show? I mean, what?
It was a gospel show. Yeah, and so we ran that for 4 years, and then when Bob Johnson came aboard, that was 1980, because he saw our show. Our show was taken to the NAFTA convention, and he was looking for black material. And who was there? Black. Bobby Jones. And he called me and said, Bobby Jones, I saw your show, and we're starting a new network. It's going to be called Black Entertainment Television Network. And we'd like to invite you, please, to consider coming in and being a part of our network. You would be the first show on. And that was in 1980. I said, sure, Mr. Johnson, I'd be delighted to be on your network. Anything to be in addition to Nashville. So that's how we started it, Bob Johnson and I.
So had you done a lot of TV, or did you come from that kind of a background?
By no means. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher.
Okay.
And how I got into television was nothing but the will of God, you know. I never did that. I went to college from a little town called Paris, Tennessee. I went when I was 15 to Tennessee State University. And I graduated from Tennessee State University when I was 19 years old and went to St. Louis, Missouri. This was my first job teaching, the 5th grade in St. Louis, Missouri. That was my first job teaching. And so, you know, I looked like a kid. I looked like the kids I was teaching, especially when I moved over to the high school there, you know, the junior high school they called Beaumont High School in St. Louis, Missouri. So some of the kids were just about as old as me. You know, if I was 19 going on 20, some of them was, of course, 15 and 16, you know, and 17, because that was the ages they would graduate from high school. So that's how I really got started. And
they call you the ambassador of gospel music, but folks don't know what that. Listen, explain to folks, you are an ambassador. Talk to us about that.
Well, you know, that's interesting because most people who are ambassadors of a certain kind of discipline, and which mine was gospel music, of course, but because of my visibility in many of the islands all over the Caribbean, we're seeing, and it was unusual to see a Black man hosting a gospel music show. So I was invited to go to Dominica by the Prime Minister, Roosevelt Scudret. And there were 5 other people that were invited at the same time that I was. So I didn't know what the invitation was about. It was a Creole festival from that island. And so while we were on that trip, they took us up a mountain, and there was a lake on top of the mountain. And so they took us on ride the boat and stuff, and they got me off of the boat and said, "We want to talk to you." So I came back and went to the room where they were. They said, "We have selected from this group of people." One of them was the guy, Alonzo, who worked on this show. I can't think of the name of it right now. Very popular show. And then there was a woman from As the World Turns. She was there and all. And they said, "We would like for you to be an ambassador for our nation. Would you consider?" I said, "Me?" The ambassador of your nation? They said, "Well, you have the most visibility than all of these that are here now. And I think you could be of a service to us. And we would like for you to help us to get tourists and help us to develop economical situations better for us. Would you accept?" And I said, "I'd be delighted, sir. Thank you so much." And so they did. And they came to Atlanta. Zenona Clay was having the Trumpet Awards. Have you all heard of the Trumpet Awards?
I have.
No, you haven't. Okay.
Yes, I have heard of it.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest award shows for Black people that there is. You know?
Okay.
And so they came from Dominica to the Trumpet Awards, where they were having a dinner this night. All the cabinet from Dominica, and that's where they inducted me as the ambassador of their nation.
You've written a couple of books too now.
What? Has you?
Yes.
Yes, he has.
Make a Joyful Noise. Yeah, I have 2 books.
And they
did quite well.
What's the name of the both of them? What's the name of those books, Dr.
One
Jones?
of them is called A Testimony, and one is called Make a Joyful Noise is the latest one. And the first one is a testimonial from about 15 gospel women. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon.
Okay.
It's still out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
created a lot of problems for a lot of people.
Okay. I hope your bed is not going dead on
So
your.
The next time I come on your show, I bring a couple of my books so you can see what they look like, and some of the CDs and things, the album covers and stuff that we have. We have 10 albums, CDs, albums. At the time I was making it, they was records.
Yeah.
That tells you how old I am. But Debara and Terence, whenever you know, I love the way I call your name. I hope you got it, Terence. Okay, not Terence. Hey, Terence. No, my name is Terence.
You already know, don't you?
I did that hate you. I said, "Thank you, trying to be proper."
And I love the fact that you know that my name is Debara.
Yes, Debara. That's the way to say it. I like that.
Yeah,
Instead of Deborah, Debara.
Yeah, she
Debara.
doesn't do jelly. She does all fruit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to be with my friends who I've met, and Gospel Awakening is going to be something special for all of us. So you stay tuned, keep watching the shows. They'll keep bringing great people on to introduce to you, to learn more about gospel music for you to listen to. So I'm Bobby Jones, signing out, Gospel Awakening. God bless both of you.
God bless you.
And that's all there is.
God bless everybody.
All right.
Gospel Awakening is the best way to get the most exposure for your business. Whether you're in the medical field, sales, real estate, food, or ministry, make your business grow on the Gospel Awakening television show. For commercial information, call us at 984-239-8554 or visit our website at www.gospelawakeningnc.org.
Hardest thing I've ever been through. But Stephen L. Lyons Funeral Home is doing so much for my family I can't begin to put it into words. And because we pre-planned with Steve last year, we ensured that all of his wishes are being met. I don't have to worry about anything. My family can relax at this difficult time and celebrate his life.
Won't you give us a call today? We would be honored to provide you the trust, service, and compassion you rightfully deserve in your time of need. That is our promise here at the Stephen L. Lyons Funeral Home.
Gospel Awakening is a viewer-supported television program, and here's how you can keep gospel television on the air for years to come. Send your generous tax-deductible contribution via Cash App to Gospel Awakening NC, through PayPal to contact@gospelawakeningnc.org, or mail your contributions to Gospel Awakening 4584 US 70 Business West, Clayton, NC 27520. Thank you for your support.
Here's how you can be the next talent on Gospel Awakening. Register on our website at www.gospelawakeningnc.org. Send an email request to us at contact@gospelawakeningnc.org or call us at 984-239-8554 and we'll register you in person. Let Gospel Awakening be the avenue that takes your ministry across the world.
What an awesome show today. Oh, I had a ball with Dr. Bobby Jones.
Oh, this was incredible.
He's so down to earth.
I mean, on and off camera, I mean, he really is the same the entire time. And so that was a lot of fun. I kind of hate he had to keep telling me to close my mouth, though. Gosh, that was just... I just had to
I'm glad somebody else noticed. Good. That is so good.
I loved it. But Deborah, tell the people why we're able to do this.
Yes, we're able to do shows like this because of you. Many of you have reached out to us, and we just want to share a few of our sponsors. And listen, thank y'all so much. We can't thank you enough. Because of you, Gospel Awakening will continue to be on the air. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Sandra, Gail Bryan of Selma, Shirley Jones of Selma, Mary Nichols of Selma. Go Selma. Sheila Campbell of Raleigh, and Norma O'Neill of Clayton. That's just a few. I have plenty more, but I'll share some for next week. But thank y'all so much. And Terence, share with them pretty much those who want to continue to give. What can they do?
Well, here's how you do it, everybody. The information is right there on the screen. I will not go through naming all of them, but I want to share with you, please choose one of these options to continue supporting Gospel Awakening. Remember, we are 100% viewer supported, and we are looking forward to the opportunity to continue giving you the very best in gospel music. And with your help and prayers, who knows how far we'll go. We're grateful to be North Carolina's gospel hub, everybody. Now, as we conclude our coffee time, we want to say thanks to each one of you for making Gospel Awakening what it has been from the beginning. And we'll see you all again next week.
Bye-bye.
Somebody help me. Say glory, hallelujah. Oh, Lordy. Hallelujah. So all you need to do is just sit back, relax. If you want salvation, welcome to Bobby Jones Gospel.
I'm leaning on the everlasting arms,
and the burdens fall on me.
Shine, give God praise.
He's sweet, I know. Something gotta hold right.
But most of all, from my heart, I want to say on behalf of everybody who was part of BET, I want to thank Bobby Jones for helping define BET and make it what it is today.
Oh yeah! It's love.
Sweet love.
Uh-huh.
It's the only thing. Only thing. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Not for some, but for
everybody join in with us. What the world? We need love.
We need love.
We need love.
We need love.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Need just a little love.
Just a little love.
We need it.
We need.
Hey yo, we need it.
We need it.
And God will give it to us.
Yeah.
Yes, He will.
Yeah.
Yes, He will.
Yeah.
But for everyone, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing.
Gospel Awakening is supported by viewers like you. We hope you've enjoyed this program. And until next time, God bless you.
We need love. Yeah. Just like this tonight.